Hi everybody and welcome. It's Meg from Books Off the Beaten Path, and this morning it's time for another early morning book review. And today we will be reviewing Dr. Hudson's Secret Journal. Now, this one was interesting. First off, it was written by Lloyd C. Douglas, who wrote Magnificent Obsession, which became a movie, and I think Rock Hudson was in the movie. But anyway, this is a journal, and at the very beginning, you read that the journal was written in code. And so then if you decode it, then you can read the journal, which has already been decoded for you in the form of this book, right? Got it? Are you following? Okay, so then we go through Dr. Hudson's life. Now, this all takes place around World War I. And I learned a lot about World War I, which I don't know that much about, by reading this book. I learned about nothing ever changes. Some people wanted to go into the war. Some people wanted to stay out of the war. Armistice Day, and what that really meant and everything like that. So, and I will be giving spoilers because I don't know if you'll be able to get your hands on this one. You might get your hands on this, but I always give spoilers. So just be ready for that. Anyway, Dr. Hudson is a brain surgeon in 1914, 1918, everything like that, which was wild to me. All I could think about was how horrifying that must have been for the patient in 1914 to have brain surgery. I know brain surgery is very complicated, and all I could think of was how they were doing it. We never got any description of how they were doing it. Apparently he was very good at it. So good for Dr. Hudson, but all I could think of was, are they using spoons? I don't know why my mind does that, but I couldn't stop thinking about that. So Dr. Hudson meets this guy by the name of Russell, and Russell is a sculptor. And Dr. Hudson's wife has recently died. At the beginning, he is going to find a gravestone for her. He's going to purchase a gravestone. She's recently died, but we don't get much about the wife. We don't get why she died or when she died or anything like that, but he's going to purchase a gravestone. And he runs into the sculptor of cemetery figurines by the name of Russell. And so Russell tells him a secret. And the secret is, in order to make your life better, you need to make other people's lives better, but you need to keep it a secret. You need to keep it an intense secret. And so Dr. Hudson starts doing that. He starts doing all of these things for people and helping them. And we have Tim, who's like a vagrant. But Dr. Hudson sees the spark of a doctor in him, and so he helps him pay for school and everything like that. And so it's really all about doing these good deeds for people, and therefore you having a better life from it. Now, one thing that I had a little bit of a problem with was Dr. Hudson falls in love and marries his daughter's school friend. Now, we can only assume that the daughters are in college. The daughter is in college. I hope to God the daughter is in college and she's not in high school or something. The ages are never discussed. We don't know how old Dr. Hudson is. We don't know how old his daughter Joyce is, but he decides to go ahead and marry Helen. And Helen is fine with this, even with the age difference, because he talks to her about it. He gets pushback from a couple of his friends, from one friend in particular. He gets a little bit of pushback saying that, it looks kind of weird and everything like that. But it talks about the point of the book, from my rough understanding of it, and I did enjoy it. The point of the book was we are all just interacting in other people's lives, even if it's only for a split second. And we can choose to make that split second wonderful, or we can choose to make it nothing, or we can choose to make it horrible. And Dr. Hudson chose to make it wonderful every time, and he ended up with this wonderful life. I gave it a 3 out of 4 stars on Goodreads, and that's only because I wasn't really sure all the time what was going on. I mean, as far as there's no plot really to it. It's just these journal entries about his life and about life in America during World War I. He talks about the Spanish flu a lot. He loses friends to the Spanish flu, and that's very sad. But anyway, Dr. Hudson's Secret Journal, our early morning book review. I don't know what I will read next. I think I'm probably going to read This Rough Magic by Mary Stewart. And for all of my new subscribers, thank you so much. I'm very excited that you're here. And if you've been here with me for a while, yay! I'm excited for you guys too. Don't forget to hit subscribe and give me a like. And I will check you later. Bye.